Okay, so in this tutorial, what we are going to do is learn how to do market research so that whenever I have a listing presentation to go on, eventually when I'm making an offer on a property, you can watch this video, learn how to pull the research accurately, and then save it in the correct Dropbox folder, which me and you are going to share. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you are going to do is go to your email. And we're going to have a system set up to where me and you correspond daily. And as I come across these properties to where I'm going to go on presentations and meetings, I'm going to be emailing you this market research. And here's kind of how we're going to go through it. So when I send you an email, here's what it's going to look like. And it's going to say in the subject line, urgent market research task to be completed. On these market research tasks, I want to make sure that they are completed within generally one business day. So by the beginning of the next day, I should have the market research if you're doing your job correctly. And forget about that. So let's go ahead. Here's what we're going to look at in the email. It's going to say the address of the property that needs the market research. And you can also click, it's always going to have a summary sheet here of the contact, the person that I talked to that I'm going to meet with. And in this case, the address is 1419 Collin. If you click on that, it's going to bring up the summary sheet. You can see here that's going to be the address, Collin Avenue, Murfreesboro. It's going to tell you as far as the year built. Does it have a garage, square footage, bedrooms, and baths? We've also put improvement notes. You're really not going to need that too much unless, well, really you could. I mean, if you look at the condition of this, if it says improvements made, 10 years is new, we would have better feedback. Obviously, if you had granite countertops, hardwood floors, a lot of stuff that was made that was good improvements, you would definitely, when you're looking at the market research, you want to see what these other properties had to offer, because the features that those properties have to offer makes a big difference with the features that your property has to offer in relation to the price. Obviously, the more features it has, the more value and the higher amount that home is going to bring. So here's going to be the sheet you're going to look at whenever you get this email. And I'm also going to put here below it that I need market research pulled. That's what we're about to do. And I need it on the active, pending, and closed since 6 months back. So I'm going to show you how to do that. With 250 square feet plus or minus of our subject property, we're going to look at that. And how to pull in the same elementary district, area, and city. So we're going to go through all of that, kind of what I look at when I'm doing research, and this should help you. Of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I want to make sure we're doing this correctly, and that's the best way we're going to have a win-win working relationship. So with this, you'll see I put also make sure that the bedrooms and bathrooms total is the same as the subject property, including only the ones which are the same or plus or minus half or a full bathroom. What that's simply saying is, for example, if we have this property that you pulled up on Collin, you see that this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You want to make sure the properties that we're pulling for the research is only 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, or 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, or 3 bedrooms, 1.5. In all reality, if we have enough research that are 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, we can go ahead and eliminate the 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3 bedrooms, 1 or 1.5 baths, because we'll have enough accurate research that is really close to the property that we're looking at. Obviously, if we're looking at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, it's good if we can look at another 3-bedroom, 2-bath, because it costs extra money to put a brand new bathroom in there. If they wanted 3 bedrooms, 3, that's obviously $10,000-$20,000 for an increase as far as to do that. So going back to this, you would look at the notes. First thing you would do is go to this website I'll give you. I'm going to have that on a sheet on your email. It's going to be Realtrax. That's how it's spelled. Realtrax.net. So here I'll go ahead and that's what we're going to do. Realtrax.net. That's the website you're going to go to. It's going to pull this site up. And from here, you're going to enter the username and password that I give you. And we're going to go ahead and log in. And So from here we go ahead and log in. There's two things that you're going to do. First is go ahead and you can see this tab along the top. You see how it has a drop down. You would go to quick search, click on that. That'll bring up this page. Now the first thing that I do is I would look at the address and I would say, okay, here's our address that we need to look up. The first thing that we're going to do is pull up any past listings that this property had, whether it sold or it was on the market and it expired, meaning that agreement expired with the last agent or was withdrawn. Whatever comes up, we're going to make note of that. So first thing I would do would be enter this address. I would go to area. At first, I don't know exactly what area it is, so I would just select all. I would do the address, which in this case is this, and you could even, for the city, it's Murfreesboro, but we could put Murph. We don't have to enter all of it. If we go at least up a couple of letters, that'll give the system, it'll recognize that. So then from there, I'm going to go active, pending, and closed. I just simply hit control and click selected the pending and closed. Expired and withdrawn, we're going to select for this first step also. And then we're going to simply go to click search. We want to see everything that has come up. You can see here Collin Avenue. It's all the same one. You can click MLS number at the top, the header there. This is going to bring up the numbers. You'll see it goes from small to biggest number. The biggest number is the newest listing that was recorded. So the last time that anything was done with this property was when it expired. It didn't sell. But the reason we're going to get this, and I want you to pull the most recent. So you would look for the newest. Go ahead and click on to list will take you back, but you can see here, click on the MLS number. Don't click on the address, because if you click on the address, what it's going to do is it's going to bring up the actual map of the address of the property. So that's not going to help you. We want to go to the sheet that is used, and that's going to be our spec sheet. So with this, you would want to go ahead and this sheet we want to actually print off. You can see it has a print. What I do is I print to a PDF program. You're going to simply get a PDF Factory Pro, or if you have any other print to PDF program, whatever works for you on that. Some are free. We just want to make sure that at the bottom it doesn't say anything about free for the company or anything, because this is going to be presented to buyers and sellers, to actual clients. So with this is going to have all of the information we need as far as a spec sheet. It's going to have days on market. This is always the same information. So at the very bottom, it's going to have days on market and the list price. And we're going to go ahead and print this. And hopefully you can do what I'm actually going to do, which is not only print out this on one file. I'm going to keep that without saving it just yet. If you can do this, that's going to be great. And so then what I would do is I would go to tax ID. There's two ways to find the tax record. That's going to be the second sheet that we need. And there's two ways to do it. One is to click on this right here, tax ID. It'll always be at the top in the middle. This will bring it up. Another way that you can do that is to simply go to tax records. And you would look up the county, which in this case would be Rutherford, and click all city names, but whatever county it is, and then you could just simply click in the street number, enter the street number and the street name, which is that. Oh, I don't know if the space. Yeah, so here we go. Then you would click on her name. This is going to bring you to the same point that we just did simply by clicking on the tax ID. So once you click on the tax ID, you're going to bring this up, and you can either print or save it. Whatever you want to do is perfectly fine. And what we're going to do is save it in the folder that is already prepared. And I'll show you basically the folder that we're going to share with you. I don't know what just happened there, but let's just go to save. And CRS property report, if you wanted to save it like that, that's even fine. And basically you're going to have a folder. It's going to start off with active and closed, but listing appointments is the folder that it will be in, 2014 for the year. And then the month that we are on is where you're going to find that file that I've already created for you, which had the summary sheet, which tells you about the property at first. So you're going to click on that folder. That would be the right folder. CRS report, go ahead and save that. So that way I can go ahead and pull that up easily. And okay.